The question is, if you have relatives and they keep suggesting that you're the one to handle financial related distress.
Yeah.
It's a couple of things. Probably, perhaps, you've shown them that you have the money. Otherwise, they're not making any call to people who are not showing that they have the money. So this thing people do, you see in Uganda, if you're into the business of cars, cars are bought a lot in December, November, December.
Festive.
Exactly. Then cars are sold a lot in Jan and Feb. Do you know why? Because no one wants to go to the village in a bus. They would rather get that car, drive that car, such that they show the people in the village that actually, if it's unbeknownst to you, we made it. So they see the car, it is big. They see your wife, very nice hair. They see your kids, chubby, all good looking. You've put up a show. If you have put up a show that you have the money, then it goes to Galatians 6:7. God can't be fooled. What you sow, you will reap.
Yeah.
You've put up a show that you have money. They will call you.
Demanding for the money.
Let's go to neuroscience. How does the brain work?
Yeah.
The brain has been designed to solve problems. How does the brain solve problems? When I have a problem of fees, I will call Claire. Claire, mpaya tano. Help me with how much? 500. Claire says, I don't have. Andy, help me with 600. Andy says, I do not have. I call Peter. Peter, help me with 500. Peter helps me. Now the brain registers. It puts a cross on Claire because he didn't help.
And Andy?
I put a cross on Andy, he didn't help. I put a tick on Peter.
Yeah.
Next time I have a problem, the brain will put Peter first in the calls because he is the one with the tick in the past. So when I call Peter and he gives me that money again, I add another tick. I call Claire. Claire does not help me. I put a cross. I call Andy. Andy doesn't help me. I put a cross. Now, in the future, the brain removes you and him from the register. They are not interested in actually giving a reason why wagwam. They just say Claire, yagwam. So, you need to be aware that the responsibility of staying with the money lies on you. And there is a quote, I think I even put it on X. I said, it is you as the giver to control. For the takers have no limit.
Yeah.
Everyone's problems are huge. All our friends, they will have fees problems, rent problems, food problems, clothing problems. There are people who even have a problem of going on holiday. They want to go on holiday. But who will fund it? They will call you to fund it. So the idea is, number one, we have always asked people, learn to say no.
Yeah.
But the no is usually not outright. You could say no the wealthy way. How? Someone can ask you for 500,000. If you give them 100,000, you've actually said yes and no. The yes is to the 100, the 400 is a no. So they asked you for how much? 500. You have given 100. So you've said yes. But you've also said no.
Rejected the 400.
That's how the wealthy work. You can never land on any wealthy individual who has the money ready there.
Yeah.
The wealthy individuals have projects. They want to raise their construction projects. They want to grow. So they always have a budget on how to spend.
Yeah.
So we tell people, giving our family members, it's actually the greatest thing.
Yes.
But you need to ask yourself, do you have what you're giving? Or you're going to borrow such that you give? You are better off actually not going to loans to give. You are better off first putting yourself in a position to give. Why is it that all the wealthy people, they finish with a charity?
Yeah.
No wealthy individual starts
That's
with a charity.
Mm.
Andrew Carnegie makes a lot of money, then finishes with a charity. John D. Rockefeller, a lot of money, finishes with a charity. Bill Gates, a lot of money, then finishes with a charity. Why is it that for us who do not have, we want to start with a charity? No registration of NGO. We don't want to register the NGO. We have no license to operate as a charity. But we start as a charity. Then we pursue wealth. I think it's a way of changing these things. And I usually tell people, you do not lose anything when you live within your means. It's actually a trick you must live through. When you lend someone money and they do not pay, you write somewhere and you say, I gave Claire 1 million. Claire struggled to pay the 1 million. She actually only paid 150. So going forward, Claire's credit limit is 100,000. That's how people who understand money live with people.